Hi guys, welcome to Anatomy and Physiology, the online courses. My name is Mark Schmidt. I'm the course designer for this course. I'm also one of the instructors for this course, but just because you see me on this video and you'll see me on videos within the course, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm your instructor. There's several of us out here, and I'll show you in just a minute how you can tell who your specific instructor is for the course. This is our guided tour for this Anatomy and Physiology course. What I hope to do here is just help you get started with a quick little video on where to go to find your syllabus, where to go to find out how you locate your instructor and contact them, and then get started in your first units, and also how to figure out how you're going to be graded in this course. So first, let's take a look at the actual Blackboard shell itself. When we go to the Blackboard shell, you can see that we're in the lecture portion of the course, and right here is the Meet Your Instructor link. If you click on this Meet Your Instructor, it will show you who your instructor is for each section. I set this up for myself as if I was the instructor for this course, so you can see me here with my wife Mary Sue and our 3 kids, and a little bit of information for me. And then if you scroll down, you'll see my contact information as well. Your instructor that you'll have for your individual section will be loaded into this Meet Your Instructor section right here. So that's the first thing that you want to do. Locate who your instructor is for the course, and then we'll see in the discussion where you can say hi to them and other members of the class here in just a minute. I want us to go on to the welcome page. If you see the welcome page here, this shows the front cover of the lecture books that you should have for this course. Make sure that your lecture book has the same front cover so that you know that you're working with the right lecture book for this course. You'll read down through some information here on how to get started and welcome to the course. And then one of the first things that you want to do is pull up the syllabus for the course. If you click on that link, it's going to bring it up. It'll show you the course goals, the course policies, and then the grading policy for the course. That will show you exactly how you're going to be graded, where you're going to get your points for each one of these assignments, and how much each of the assignments is worth, and then ultimately what those points will earn you as far as a grade, an A, a B, a C, a D, an F. Hopefully we don't have any of those, but you'll need at least about 1,000 points, 1190 actually, to get an A in this course. If we go back to that welcome page, some other important things there are important instructions about the midterms and the finals for the course. The midterms and finals have to be taken in a proctored environment so that we know you're the one taking and completing the exams. So there's specific instructions on how to do that here on this page. You'll also see the course schedule if you click on this link, and then you'll also see how to register for your homework section right here. We'll talk about that a little more in detail as well. Let's go to the lessons page. On the lessons page, we can see the units for this course. You are right here in the Start Here unit. You've clicked on the guided tour, and you're going to be ready soon to start your first unit within the course. Each of these units are set up exactly the same way. So when I go into the first unit, I'm going to see the chapter overview, the PowerPoints, the discussion, the videos, the Mastering A&P homework link, and then my quiz and test for the course will be right here. Again, each one of your units are going to be set up exactly the same way, so once you work your way through this first unit, you'll know how to do the next unit. If we click on the chapter overview, what you will see is Chapter 3, Cells, the Living Units, and you'll see the individual objectives. Be sure to work through each of these objectives as you do your study and preparation for the course. If you work through these objectives, you're going to do very well in the class. If you scroll on down, you'll also see a lecture outline. This is kind of an overview of the individual chapter, shows you where to find specific information. Again, it's a really good place to start your study for this individual chapter. When we go back into the unit, we would see the same thing with the PowerPoint. You would also see the same thing for the discussions. Most units will have a discussion. There will be a couple that don't. When you have those discussions, read your instructions and participate well with your teammates. If you have any questions about any of those discussions, ask your instructor. There will be videos for each unit. This will be essentially the same type of presentation that you would see if you were in a traditional course. The videos will be me teaching to a traditional class and go over the PowerPoints that you see in this folder. Once you complete all of that work, you can go to the Mastering A&P homework site. You'll log into the homework site and do individual homeworks for each unit. Once all of that is done, you'll go into the Assessment Tools folder. In this Assessment Tools folder, you're going to see a quiz and test for each unit. Right now, there's no content to display because we don't have any quizzes or tests that are due immediately. These pop up about a week and a half before they're actually due, and you can work on them at any point between the time they pop up and the time they're due. You would see that information on your course calendar that will be over here in your link. It'll also appear on your syllabus as to when those are due. Alright, the last thing that we want to look at is how do we get our grades for anatomy and physiology? The grades for anatomy and physiology come from three places: from the lecture part of the course, the lab part of the course, and then the homework part of the course. Each one of those will have individual point totals that are associated with them. You can look back to the syllabus to see what those exactly are, and at the end of the course, all three of those will feed into your total score. They'll all get lumped into the lecture side of the course. You'll see those appear at the end of the course in your lecture grade book, and that's where your instructor will look for your total points to assign you a grade in the course. Now, to be successful in anatomy and physiology, you need to prepare and do well. You need to study. This is a 4-credit-hour course with a lab. That means you're going to need to spend about 12 to 15 hours a week, and that's for a C in this class. That's what we've seen in the past 10 or 15 years where we've been running these courses. This is about the minimum requirement for a student to get a C in the class. I know that sounds like a lot. That's 2 to 3 hours of work for anatomy and physiology per night, but this is a synthesis class where you really have to know and master your material to do well in the course. You'll start out by reading, then you'll do some study, then you'll do some of your homework, then you'll study some more, you'll watch those videos, you'll study some more, and then you'll take your final assessments and quizzes. I really hope that you do well in the class. I know that if you follow this plan and use those resources that you see in the course, you will do well. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact your instructor in the course. And if they can't help you, I'll be happy to. Again, my name is Mark Schmidt. I wish you the best of luck in anatomy and physiology.